Hello everybody and welcome to the July garden tour. This is going to be the first one that I'm going to do every month, and we're actually starting in the house. We'll start right down here with the philodendron. I'm guessing this is a philodendron. I don't really know, but I really like it. It grows really slow in this pot here, but yeah, I really like it. Moving on to the Boston fern. This is one that I'm unsure about yet. After Simon's ordeal, we decided to get mostly we have cat safe plants in the house. Now, speaking of Simon, hey buddy, don't touch my camera lens. But we got the Boston fern because that was one of the plants that we understood was safe for cats. So like I said, I don't know, because I don't really know what I'm doing with it. I'm learning. As you can see, we got some crumblies that we got to work on. But anyway, moving on. This in here is some sort of succulent. I don't know. It's probably dead. It's probably dead. We've got some what are these called again? I got a Calathea. It just says premium Calathea. I don't know. They're obviously, you can see they're the same thing. I believe they're related to the prayer plant, which we have right here. Yeah, I believe they're related to it. Again, a lot of these are so new, but you can see we've got some new growth coming up, so it's not completely unhappy, at least. Now up here we have some cat unfriendly plants. We've got the Brazil plant right there. I love this plant. It's up on the shelf though because it is not friendly for the kitty. And then over here we've got another, I believe this is a heartleaf philodendron. It runs all the way up, down, kind of goes around this little rack here, or shelf, I guess. I kind of started heading it that way too. But yeah, so moving on into the kitchen. We've got, excuse the mess, the table is a disaster right now, but the spider plant, it's doing okay. It's got these little runners coming off of it right now, right there, so those are pretty cool. I've already got one baby that I potted up that will be going through in the next room there, but yeah, I like that one. Now over here, sorry for the light, there's really no good way to get this one. This is another, I believe this is also a Calathea. I'm not sure what variety. We looked for stuff that was safe for the cats, and this is the stuff that came up. So all right, moving on. And here we've got a multitude. This is a caladium in this pot. It's not growing yet. I just planted it the other day. Another one of the philodendron there. We've got a Venus flytrap right here. Not doing very well. We've got a Venus flytrap right there. Oh, I just noticed it's got a flower spike coming up. That's not great. I think I have to cut that off. Can you guys see that? Okay, we'll figure that out. Here is the spider plant, the baby that I planted. We've got another Brazil plant there. We've got the oh, I can't remember. Oh gosh. Does it have a... There it is. It says Bella palm. That's not what I call it though. Dang it. Anyway, it's some sort of indoor palm. You guys will know what it is. We've got the bamboo right there. Right. Hey, Simon, leave my microphone alone. I don't remember what this is. It's a plant my sister gave me. I absolutely adore it. But I don't remember what it is. Now this shelf has become the orchid shelf. Now you can see they all have tags on them. They're all new. That's why they look so good. In my care, they're not going to look very good for very long. Yeah. The orchid shelf. Now up here I have actually two China doll trees on this shelf. One right next to this one, but they both look identical. Hopefully they're going to flush out really good and Yeah, that'll be nice. They got that big ring light, which is actually meant for filming, but works great for giving light to the trees. All right, so moving on out here, we have the golden pothos, which, as you can see, is going all the way up into the rafters here in the laundry room. I don't know how well this one's going to do. This was moved out here because of fear of the toxicity to the cat. So I already had a bunch turning brown in the back, so I'm not super concerned about that. But yeah, this is the plant that started it all for me, guys. Golden pothos, right there, and not just the variety. This is the actual plant. My first house plant. Now down here we've got some more prayer plants. They're not doing wonderful. They got some bugs in them right now I got to take care of, but that's why they're not in with the rest of the plants. Up on the window there, from right to left, there's some sort of outdoor plants. I don't know what they are. And the 3 little canes there in the jars are dumb canes. We got rid of the dumb cane, gave it to my sister, but we chopped it up and propagated the stem, and then we potted the top part and gave that to her. So that pretty much does it for the indoor plants. Now we'll move on to the outdoor ones. So now we are outside, and you'll have to forgive me, I don't know what some of this stuff is. So, well, I don't know what a lot of this stuff is. So I know this here, oh, we gotta go the other way. That here is mint, some kind of mint, but just like regular peppermint. We've got these guys, not sure what they are, pretty flowers though. The succulent garden. I like the succulent garden. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. I've kind of just let it grow wild. Another kind of mint and succulents. That, you know, right there is a winter, some sort of winter flowering plant. Not sure, I'm not sure what, but it's still alive, so that's kind of cool. We've got, that's some sort of lantana. It's not doing well. I think it needs to go in a bigger pot or in the ground or something. Right here we've got I believe that's a mimosa tree. It's kind of my bonsai version of it. I think you guys can see that. I've got it wired a little bit. The roosters, once again, cuckoo. I've got some bulbs growing here, and I know I planted them, but I have no idea what they are. So that might be a surprise. There's a tree in that pot over there. Don't know what it is. It's kind of a volunteer. Came with another plant I bought. This is the hydrangea. That's a nice plant. I just really like, and you guys that have followed me on Instagram or Facebook, you've seen pictures of this, how it just changes colors through the season. Pretty amazing. And around that we've got some begonias, which are doing pretty good. In this pot, I don't know, well, snapdragons, obviously. I don't remember, those are like miniature carnations. I don't remember what they're called, but that's what they are. They're like miniature carnations. Got a California palm right here. We've got the neon pothos. It's outside for right now. I might move it in. I don't know yet. Down there is a butterfly plant. And these 2 pots here are caladium that have not come up yet. So not sure if they're gonna. Hopefully they do though, because I really like caladium. Now moving over here is our holiday cactus. I'm going to call it that because I think it was called a Christmas cactus, but it's actually like a Thanksgiving cactus. We've got a little clipping from the golden pothos there. There's our, excuse me, what's it called? Oh my God. It's right at the tip of my tongue. I don't even remember. It's the red plant you buy at Christmas time. Anyway, we've continued to grow it throughout the year, and there it is. Dracaena, that's what it is. This had just about completely died off, and then it came back, and then it had this little one that came back. This again is one of those, I don't know what it is. It was a clipping off of a houseplant that my daughter had gotten. She gave me a clipping when she got it. Hers has since died. This one's doing pretty good. I know it flowers, but this one hasn't flowered for me yet. Now here by the little fountain, which is not on, the fish are swimming though. This is a marble queen pothos, but it started to revert being out in the bright light. That's what it's supposed to look like. But you can see these leaves are turning greener. I got to get it back in to some dimmer light. I figured behind the chair it would do well, but it's reverting, so that's got to be fixed. This is actually a clipping I took off from a shrub that we have on the property. And I didn't expect it to grow, but it's doing well. It's growing. You can see it growing up the window there. Over here I have a sad looking peace lily. This was moved out of the house when we had our cat problems. So yeah, that about wraps it up for the patio plants. And now we'll move on to the, oh, and you can see over there, I'm not going to walk over there right now, but you can see right over there I've got two majesty palms and then a couple like shrubs with all the white flowers, you see it there, up against the edge of the property. Those are like my privacy shrubs over there. And again, I apologize, I don't know. Oh, shadows, sorry. I don't know what a lot of this stuff is called. I just see it in the store and I like it and I buy it. These have cool flowers on it, but they haven't flowered. The flowers start to grow and then they just die. So I don't know, maybe it's too much sun. It's said to put them in full sun, but I'm thinking they're not liking the full sun. We've got the bird of paradise right there, which really needs to get in the ground. There's like 3 of them in that pot. Here, I'm not sure what those are, but they're pretty. I need to try to remember to get the names of some of this stuff and remember it. So we've got our California poppy right there. There's some kind of daisy. You see the white ones. These are like fire. They're really cool. And we had one of these in a pot last year, but it died. So we decided to put this one in the ground, since when this white one went in the ground, it did so well. And then over there, there's another lantana that we have in the ground. We'll see how that one does. Got some random flowers there. Those are like lily of the night, I think, right there in that pot. And they've since bloomed and done for the year, but they sure are pretty. They're so dark red, they're almost black. I might have a picture I'll try to share somewhere. So these guys shouldn't be hard to figure out. I mean, these ones will. I don't remember what they're called, but these are, all of these plants here are plants that we bought last year and then we never potted. Or we bought them in pots and we never did anything with them. So they got to go on the ground. These are, there you go, those are daisies right there. We got 2 pots of each. Moving on over here, we've got the sweet peas, which are pretty much gone. There's more daisies right there. I don't remember what that is. Got a couple volunteer trees growing, which I think I'm going to let grow. Right there we've got our avocado tree, which is doing amazing since we put it in the shade under our big tree, which a lot of you have already seen this big tree in almost every video I make. It's kind of a staple of our backyard. It's a nice tree. Well, let's just move on down this way, I guess. I'm trying to be in my first plant tour. It's kind of difficult. We have, I believe this is a nectarine tree. There's a plum tree right over there. That's our peach tree. Right there, you can see it's got a lot of peaches. This was an apricot, but it's dead. Those are just suckers growing off of it now. Oh, we walked past a few. Here are bell peppers, which aren't doing great, but don't really care. They're nice. Our blueberry, which needs to go on the ground. That's another jelly bean succulent, which is not doing great. Down here, there is not much. We've got our tomato plants, which not doing good this year, if I'm honest. Some random bulbs planted there, and another peach tree, which has never really done anything, but it's a nice tree. Doesn't really provide shade or anything, but Oh well. I don't remember. I'm trying to think. I don't remember. I'll show you a bigger one of those, but I don't remember what it is. This is our artichoke that we've let flower. Those are gorgeous, aren't they? I think so. This is one of our Japanese maples. And over here we have another Japanese maple. I should take these out. This one has not done well. It survived, but not done well. Now moving on, we got a bunch of junk. We've got our zucchini growing right there. There's a rose over there. This is kind of the junkyard. I've been working slowly to get it cleaned up, but not making too much progress. Oh, here's the, I don't remember what kind of plums these are, but this is one of our other plum tree. And then, of course, the other side of the peach tree. Look at this. Hundreds of peaches. And they should actually, they're small, but they should be ready to harvest pretty quick. I mean, I'll show you. You can see they're not large, but I think that's because there's so many on the tree. Now moving on up here, you've got the banana tree and the elephant ears, and there's some volunteer palm trees growing in here, which are kind of cool. A couple more California palms and some pots mixed with some flowers. These were struggling a little bit out in the dead sun, so I moved them over here. And just after a few days, they almost already look better. There is Fatty on the ground. That's a neighbor cat, which we pretty much adopted. And this is that one I showed you out back. Gosh, it's at the tip of my tongue and I don't remember the name of it. This thing, let me stand back to try to give you an idea. So that tree right there was taller than that one. And I cut it down to the bare stump was as big around as my torso. And then like 6 other trees started growing out of the stump, so I've just kind of let them grow for now. But that's pretty much what we got. We'll check out the front, but there's not really much to talk about. So yeah, moving out here, we've got another Majesty palm with some pink and white impatiens, and then some succulents that my sister had given me that I just kind of stuck in the dirt there. This one, I really like this one. I just got this last weekend. You guys probably saw it in the video. It's a fuchsia hybrida. And it's got, let me see if I can find a good looking flower on it. It had some good looking flowers on it when I bought it. Here's one, look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, hopefully more will bloom. A miniature rose, some more jelly beans, some more of those guys that were potted. There's 2 of them there, and mostly, other than that, it's just like rose bushes planted up there. That's our big palm tree. Palm, not plum. Plum, not palm. I mean, yeah, and that's pretty much it. We've got our pomegranate tree that I cut down last year, which is growing back, but I don't want it. So it's a nice tree, but it's in the wrong spot. So there is I mean, that's pretty much it for the July garden tour. I know it's a sad example of a garden tour, but it's kind of what we got. Hopefully, as they go month to month, it gets better. So thanks a million for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.